Hey, happy Wednesday, everyone. This is Dr. Sean McWilliams. Welcome to Back Talks. Great to have you here today on this beautiful Wednesday here in Georgia. Hey, if this is your first time here, say hello, please, and welcome. It's great to have you here. And if you've been with us for a long time, welcome back. So great to have you part of our family. Hey, if you're a person that's searching for answers to your neck and back pain, we want to be the resource for you. And one of the things we're going to talk about today is, everything you probably didn't know about inversion tables. You might have one, you might be thinking about getting one, you might know someone that has one. Whatever the case might be, I want to answer a couple questions for you about inversion tables because I get asked a lot, and I had one. So I can talk to you from personal experience, and I can also show you some of the research on it. So let's get into it. So are you like this right now? Thinking about inversion tables? It's a possibility. You're not alone. How do we do it? All that good stuff. So what I thought I would do is I thought I'd share some information from the Harvard School of Medicine. They did research on inversion tables. A lot of people don't know that. So I always like sharing this. So I'll share this with you and read it to you. So if you're thinking of inversion tables, you know what they look like. They look something similar to that. And here's what they said. Said an inversion table are one of the types of inversion tables which involve basically hanging upside down to reverse the effects of gravity. I mean, I gotta say, it makes sense, right? Okay, feel compressed, you're so many years old, stretching your body out sounds like a great idea. So I get that. So experts regard inversion tables as a form of spinal traction, and there is a difference between traction and decompression, which we'll talk about here in a minute. Instead of increasing, disc traction is more likely to stretch the muscles and ligaments around the spine, creating temporary or relieving muscle spasm. That's maybe why some people get short-term relief from back pain after lying on an inversion table, but spinal traction doesn't provide long-term relief. In 2006, in the Cochrane Review, it's a summary of evidence from randomized trials concluded that no evidence to recommend traction for the treatment of low back pain. And using an inversion table is not without risks. It raises blood pressure, it lowers your heart rate, it increases the pressure in your eyes. In some users, it has caused bleeding into their retinas. That doesn't sound like a great thing. It's also been associated with headaches and blurred vision. Don't use an inversion table if you're pregnant, or if you have high blood pressure, heart disease, or glaucoma, or any other eye disease. So there's, I think, some good quality information for you. So do you have other options that you can do at home? Well, yeah, of course there are. So let's talk about that for a minute here. One of the things that I want to share with you before we do that is, what are you trying to accomplish with it? If you're just trying to stretch your body out, I think they can be a nice tool. If you're having more specific spinal pain areas, if you're starting to get numbness, tingling going down your arms, hands, or fingers, or down your buttocks, legs, or feet, sciatica or radiculopathies, they call those, I would not recommend that you do inversion tables. A spinal decompression table is going to be a much more better option for you, especially under the guidance of someone that is certified and knows what they're doing with that. And why is that? Well, one of the things is that you have to, for a disc to become healthy, nutrition has to be able to come in and out of the disc. And that's a really hard thing to do on a spinal inversion table, because you can't isolate the level that you are trying to get healthier for you. It's almost impossible to do that because it's all based off of certain angles. But when we're getting a disc to try to repair, and you want to try to get your disc to repair, you need to be able to get nutrition, oxygen, blood supply into the disc. So that's what you're seeing right here. And then we need to create loading onto it and push those products back out, because remember, when cells function properly, there's a respiratory movement to them. They have to get food into them. They need to get oxygen into them. They need to get water into them. And then they have waste products from metabolism that have to go back out and get it out of your body. Every cell in our bodies do this. And the discs are no different, except they're pretty hard to get nutrition in and out of unless you have a very specialized piece of equipment to do that. And it can be done at a very high success rate as well. So we want to make sure that that process happens, and it can be really tough to do that with an inversion table. And let me show you, because one of the things I think that's super important is understanding, can you really fix stuff? Well, with a decompression table, we could probably have about an 80+% success rate to decrease the size of a bulging or herniated disc. So let me show you. You can see this disc right here that's bulging out. This gentleman was a patient of ours, severe low back pain, severe muscle weakness, diminished lumbar reflexes, so we know we got neurological issues happening, could barely sit, really bad sciatica. They went through a program that we specifically created, and this was his same disc 12 weeks later. No back pain, no sciatica, no muscle weakness, normal reflexes, and being able to sit properly at work. So we want to make sure that we can stack everything in your favor to have amazing changes like that, and you just can't do it, unfortunately, with an inversion table. And a big part is that how we know if we put you on a table, even the home-based units that we use for our Disc University, there's a pump on there that you control, and it has a gauge on there. So I can tell you exactly, I want you to do 17 pounds at your L5, and here's how you set that, and then I want you to go down to 8 pounds for this much time, then I want you to go back up to 17 pounds, right? So we can control that. An inversion table, you can't control that very well, and you can't isolate the level. And a lot of people go, well, I gotta feel it for it to work. So if you weighed 150 pounds and you're 45 degrees, back on an inversion table, you might be pulling at your spine at 75 pounds, when really a 150-pound person should be doing it at probably about 20. So there can be massive forces into a disc that can really irritate the disc a lot, because remember, when a disc is bulged or herniated, it's torn. And you don't want to tear it more. So when we do spinal decompression on a home-based unit or in the office, very low pull pressures over a longer period of time is how you get success, and being able to isolate the exact disc that you want. And that's almost impossible to do on an inversion table, to control all those factors. So do I like them? Yeah, I think they're really good if you just want to stretch your body. If you have an area, it just feels good to do that. I get it. But if you've got a bigger problem than that, there's much better options for you, okay? And here's the proof that you can see. And it's going to be, if you go to a doctor's office, a table that looks similar to this, which, we have these tables, that MRI that I just showed you, the pre and post, we are correcting that person on a table like this. And there's also home-based units that, we help you get if you do Disc University. So, anybody have any questions for me about inversion tables? I hope this brought a little bit of information to you. My recommendations are, if you're having a bigger issue than just wanting to stretch your body out, I would highly, highly suggest that you look into doing spinal decompression. And you can do it from the comfort of your home if you'd like. If you'd like some guidance or a second opinion, you're not sure which direction to go. Do I turn left? Do I turn right? I'm being told that I need surgery, or an epidural, or facet injections, or ablations, or anything like that. I know it can be really daunting. It can be really scary hearing those things. And I don't want you to feel scared. I want you to feel empowered. That's why I offer a second opinion on your MRI. Please take advantage of that. It's really easy to do. You can just go to booking.drshawnmcwilliams.com. And you'll be able to get on my calendar, and we'll hop on a Zoom call for 20 minutes and say hello. You can fill out a form and let me know what you've been suffering with, and where you'd like to be if you get it healthy, and we'll see if Disc University is a great option for you. It's an amazing course that we've created to help people just like you get their lives back, and you don't have to go to doctor's appointments and schedule all that stuff in your life. You can do it all from the comfort of your home. We have 28 video modules. We show you exactly how to do it from start to finish, and we can be there for offer to support you as well if you would like that extra support throughout the process. It's a 12-week process, and it works phenomenally well. People all over the world right now that are using it and changing their lives in a very big way. And I want you to be next. I want you to be the mom or dad that you want to be, either being able to go back to work or maybe go on a vacation, go for those walks, with your spouse or significant other that you used to love to do. Take care of your children or play with your children or your grandchildren, right? Do the things that bring us joy in our lives, and I want you to be able to do that, and back pain can rob us of that, and if you have it, you know what I mean. And I don't want you feeling robbed, I want you feeling empowered. So take a step, go get on your computer right now, go to booking.drshawnmcwilliams.com, get on my calendar, and let's chat, and let's bring some joy back into your life, and let's see if a non-surgical approach and doing spinal decompression, and it will be a great avenue for you. And if it's not, I'll be honest with you. If I think you need surgery, I'll tell you that too. So I'll give you a very fair evaluation, and but you'd be amazed on how much success can take place with not doing surgery and doing non-surgical options. If you've been with me, I've showed lots of research. In our office, 93% success rates. It's not 100, but man, 93% is pretty high without having to do surgery, and just had one of my girls go back to work full time and was going to go get surgery. Life-changing. Same thing with her brother. Took care of him. Back to work, no pain, hiking now again, doing the stuff. Now he's a dad and he doesn't have to worry about his back. He just maintains it now. So that's what I want for you. I want to help you get there. So if you would like some help and you're not sure which direction to go, get on my calendar and let's set up a time so you and I can chat. Okay? All right. Well, if nobody has any questions, hello to everyone who's out there. Huh? No questions. No questions? Okay. My helper said no questions. So great to have you here. As always, we appreciate you so much. Who's on my live anyway? Oh, hey, Stephanie. Great to have you here again. I hope things are great in Pennsylvania. Hope you're doing great too. It's always great seeing you on Facebook, so I appreciate you being here so much. You're amazing. Can't wait to see you in person sometime too. I'm not exactly sure when I'm going to be back up there, but if I am, I'm definitely going to let you know, okay? So we can say hi. All right. You guys, everybody have an amazing day. I hope that you will share this. And if you don't subscribe to our channel, please subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. So anytime that we put out new stuff, and I put stuff out a lot, you're going to be the first one to know about it. Okay. Have a great day, everyone. Appreciate y'all.